Welcome to Dr. Twistid's realm of madness.
Hello everyone. Today I'm going to be interviewing the largest Freddy Krueger fan in the world. What is your name, sir?
You can call me Lil Berry, Doctor. You're pretty much right. At least in my opinion, I may be the biggest Freddy fan in the world. If you don't believe me, take a look. So anyway, let me go ahead and give you a little walkthrough.
Sounds good to me.
Try to understand. You're never going
I feel like Freddy. That's my passion.
to hunt.
I remember one time I went to school dressed as Freddy Krueger on career day. Needless to say, they called my parents. My parents are like, no, it's okay. He wants to be an actor. I was like, no, I'm Freddy.
Sooner or later, the thirst always wins.
Can you remember when your Freddy Krueger obsession first began?
When my Freddy Krueger obsession first began, when I saw the movie, I'd never seen anything like that in my life. Ever since then, I used to draw Freddy comics, watch the Freddy's Nightmares every week. I used to call all the phone numbers. They had little phone lines where you could call and they tell a story every day. And you know, I kind of take my family off. They told me to stop doing that. I was like, all right, I'll stop doing that. But I didn't.
You got a wallet?
Oh yeah.
Freddy keeps track of your cash.
Exactly. Yeah, as you can tell, he does.
You have a favorite piece in your collection?
We'll take a look at this one right over here. This I'd actually won at an auction from Sideshow Collectibles. This is something that I can guarantee you will never see again. You're going to see it here and you're just not going to see it again. What it is a prototype for a statue that they had planned on putting into production and then decided not to. There were 5 of them made. Now this one, whenever I got it, 2 of the finger knives were broken off of it. I still have those. I contacted the company to let them know that it came like that, and you know, they were apologetic. They said that I would probably be better off holding on to this one because the other ones that they had on hand, one of them was broken, and the other one, the paint on it wasn't so hot because it's prototype. So this is pretty much out of the 5 of them that were made, the 5 that exist in the world, one of them's broken, one of them, the paint apparently sucks. One of them's right here with 2 broken finger knives, but that happens with a lot of the Freddy stuff. Just gluing back on it, it's good. Here, 6-foot inflatable Freddy Krueger love doll. For me,
Taking your collection to a whole new level.
Oh yeah. Turd dressed up like Freddy Krueger. Where are you gonna find stuff like that other than at my house? Nowhere. A little generic Freddy in the background, compliments of Dr. Twistid.
Poor child. You're so sick. So thirsty.
Yeah, I've just got tons of stuff. I mean, each one of these, if you open it up, let's take a look, just to give you an idea of what I'm talking about here. As you can see, this is signed. It looks like a yearbook. of all the different actors from the Nightmare on Elm Street, and every one of these is like this.
That is Dr. Twistid approved.
Nice.
I've hunted. I've killed. I've enjoyed it. Haven't you? I know you have. Sooner or later,
It's really used for gambling, but instead of gambling money, what they would do is they would have little balls, like Dr. Twistid. No. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. We got that. Instead of using money, they would use little balls. And at the end, they go and cash them in for money.
They gamble with Dr. Twistid balls.
Exactly.
That's pretty funny that they made a Freddy lighter since he died by fire.
Yeah, exactly. Let me see if it does it. Ooh. Alright. I think at one point it may have laughed. Or maybe I made that up and burned myself for nothing. But,
But you're well on your way to becoming the next Freddy.
yeah, that's me right there. Right there. I remember I brought this into the house and freaked my wife out, man. I set it up in there. She didn't want it in the house at all. But I wasn't having that, so I kept it in the house for a little while. But the first few days that it was there, as soon as she'd come out of the bedroom to go take a shower in the morning, that'd be the first thing she'd see, and she'd always think someone was in the house. Freddy terrorized her.
These are what interests me, since I am a horror comic reviewer.
Yeah, check these out. The props that I have, with the exception of this right here, are from Nightmare on Elm Street 5. So you may recognize these from the scene where Mark, who is a comic collector himself, a comic artist as well, picks up the comic book and he starts flipping through it, and as you can see, there are scenes from the beginning of the movie. Like, this is when Dan's on the motorcycle getting ready to crash, flipping through the pages. He gets to this page where he's reading the comic book. All of a sudden he's sucked into it. Whenever he dies at the end of that scene, you see this comic book flipping open, and this actually has more pages to it. There he is fighting Super Freddy, blasting him to hell, getting cut to hell, and that's pretty much it. And they have these beautiful, beautiful advertisements in the background. You'd almost think that was real, but it's not. Now these comics are real. This is a series called Nightmare on Elm Street: The Beginning that was put out by Innovation, and it was a 3-part series. They put out the first one, and they put out the second one, and then they went bankrupt. Didn't put out a third one. So one day I'm reading these, and when I went to the Texas Fear Fest, that I realized that it was unfinished. I was like, wait, am I missing something here? So luckily, Andy Mangels, who wrote some of the story and did some of the art, was there to clarify for me. And what had happened was they went bankrupt. They weren't able to put the third one into production. But what he did for the Texas Fear Fest is he put together what he calls an ash can, where it's partially completed. There is a lot of artwork in there. Some pages where there wasn't art drawn up for it, there's just text. But basically, this is the last. This is the third part of this series. This is something. He put it together just for this, and he said it was too much of a pain in the neck. He's never doing it again. So, good stuff. Autograph. Andy Mangels. Pleasant Screams. May not be the biggest collection. It has some of the rarest things that you'll ever see in it. It's all for sale. There's no joke. If you see anything you like, get in touch with me. It's, what do you want? I got it.
Before it goes on sale, I just might have to beat you down, turn you into a mutant, and take all your collection.
Jesus, man. We didn't discuss this. What's going on? Doctor?
Thank you, Lowberry, for showing us your Freddy Krueger collection.
Well, thank you for having me, and
Thank you for tuning in to Dr. Twistid's Realm of Madness.